Alrighty. So here we go. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. So this is Frogger 2. This is the second 3D Frogger in the series. It came out in 2000, primarily or most known for the PlayStation 1 and the PC. This is also the very first Frogger to actually have a story incorporated into it, and this game's story is basically explaining, at least in this instance, why the baby frogs keep disappearing. And it's because of an alligator named Swampy. And, you know, Swampy's not really a bad guy. He just wants to have his own video game. And Awesome made that cycle. So this game is all about cycles. There is little to no RNG in this game. The main, I wouldn't even call it RNG, but sometimes the game just can't recognize your inputs, and it'll just eat one of them. And in order to counter that, basically we have a double jump, as you have been seeing me use. And basically this allows you to either go one block higher, and Awesome, got that cycle skip. Allows you to go one block higher than normal. Now here we jump off to die and put us closer to the bridge. Also, weird thing about that is if you like jump off forward, it actually is a longer death like a longer respawn, and just wastes time. But luckily, if you go to the left, it's actually quite a bit faster. Also, that level as a kid, obviously it's based off of kind of Indiana Jones, and that level scared me so much as a kid that I had to have my dad beat it for me. So shout out to him. This is the first kind of auto-scroller section of the game. There's one more. It is literally, the whole level is just an auto-scroller of you chasing Swampy in space, because that's where frogs belong. Alright, so let's see if we can't get this early cycle. Alright, we're gonna stay back. Oh, wait. Alright, sweet. Those spiders can be a little bit buggy. They have some weird hitboxes. And then we just wait for the cart and wait for the frog. But the spiders, basically you just can't hop while they're over you, or they will kill you. And their hitboxes are just a little funky. So getting that early cycle can be a little bit tricky. So now Swampy has made his way to space because he has to advertise this game, naturally. And whoops. So, in some areas with the double jump, it actually lags the game a bit. But in some cases, that's actually still faster. Alright, sweet. Now, coming up is a section where basically we abuse the double jump. Right here, since we're on a curve, it just lets us skip an extra block. Oh, I thought Mommy Swampy was gonna get me. But there's one other spot where we get to basically jump on a curve, and it allows us to skip actually a decent chunk of that section of the level. So this level was actually one of my favorites as a kid because of the sliding function. I just thought it was cool, and there's actually a little section where you do a little loop-de-loop on a tree, which is right here. This is the any percent run. Basically 100% is just collecting all the coins, which unlocks all 8 characters. Alright, good. This part's a little tricky. another thing that you can do with the double jump is you can change your momentum in mid-air. We're going to go over here. Boom. But you can change your momentum in mid-air, which allows for a couple tricks. One was in the first level. It can definitely save your butt quite a bit. So this is Anthill. This is actually one of my least favorite levels. Just because a lot of the, like, I guess if you die, like, it sets you back a good, good chunk. Oh, that was great. I had no idea that that cheese was going to be there. But basically this level is just ants, you know, stealing food from a picnic. And then I don't know what those creatures are. We'll come up to them again later. But this game has some interesting enemies. Basically in the more sciencey areas. Like literally there are TVs. Then there's a couple that I don't even know what they are. Awesome. I didn't know if we were going to make it. Awesome. But yeah, those enemies right there, I have no idea what those are. But dang, we're making pretty good progress. So my time for this run is a 27:31. This is another one. This frog right up here can waste a lot of time. Or the frog afterwards can waste a lot of time because you will respawn right here. But as an estimate for this run, I would say it'd probably take like 35 minutes at the most if like I really goof up. But this game's quite a fun run. And speaking of big setbacks, here we go. Oh, I ran into it. Alright, take it slow. But it's just an interesting run, just because like we'll just take it safe. Just the inputs and stuff, even though some of them do get eaten, being able to actually save yourself from just inputs being eaten is really nice. Quick hop, why? Quick hop is one of my least favorite power-ups in the game. So much so that we are going to go around it. Because it, like its name says, it's very quick and it sucks. Because it's very difficult to control. So there you have a split second to actually jump, because it still recognizes the object supposed to be there. So if you input another double jump really quick, you will actually be able to make it up. So this is the lab. This is where a lot of interesting enemies start coming out. This is actually... this is my second favorite soundtrack to the game. And the cool thing, actually, with the soundtrack is if you... like, I could take this CD out right now, and I would have the official soundtrack to the game. I found this out because I have an autistic brother, and he enjoys just looking at cover art for games, and he'll steal like my Wii games, and he's stolen this one several times. And awesome. But he put it in his CD player, and I started hearing Frogger music, and I'm like, what? And then I found out that, yeah, this acts as the soundtrack to the game as well. Alright, so there's that done. That was Disco Lab. But I've only been running this game for like maybe a month and a half. So there's a lot of improvement that can be done. Plus, I'm sure there's plenty of new skips and stuff And that was another instance of the diagonal flooring. But this is where we start seeing interesting enemies. So right here we have research monkeys, which isn't, you know, like anything crazy. But every time you move, they move, and if you make a wrong move, it can really suck. Alright. But I think, like, there's ceiling fans, there's TVs. TVs are evil, apparently. Oh, there's bouncing video cameras, which is another funny one. But this game, this game is beautiful. I love it. One of my favorite cutscenes actually happens here soon. Basically, it's when Swampy actually, oh, dang it. Alright, good. So these lasers, I guess this is like the main RNG part of the game. The lasers randomly turn on and off, and they can save you a lot of time. But here's the ceiling fan that I was talking about, and it has like a telescope eye. But anyway, Swampy's commercial is basically there's a female alligator on her chair because there's hundreds of baby frogs in our house, heaven forbid, and you know, you have the classic scream. And then Swampy literally breaks down the door with, I think it's like a tranquilizer gun? But, and then he just shoots like all these tranquilizer darts into the wall, and it spells out Swampy the game. So, I mean, that's all this guy wants, is his own video game, you know? And I actually would have loved to play Swampy the game, just because it's so funny, and it literally has an Arnold Schwarzenegger voice to it. But this level is called Space Race. Basically, we are chasing Swampy, obviously in space on spaceships, and alright. But this is just an auto-scroller section. This would make a great time for donations, and the music's just relaxing as well. This is my favorite music track in the game. So, but it's just 3 laps. I almost messed up. But the nice thing about this game, like I said, this is the second 3D Frogger, and the first one was actually really difficult, and thank goodness in this game they toned down the difficulty a little bit. Awesome. So, like, these are ceiling fans with brains, but no, the first game was very difficult. Probably the most difficult level in that one was like Frogger on Ice. But this game definitely toned it down quite a bit. But I'm just happy that one, like, I even remember this game to speedrun, and that actually other people speedrun it, that other people share the same love for it. Awesome. Red Frog. So that Red Frog is the only one that does not warp you back, quite literally just because it's not on a warp pad. But these are the evil TVs, and yeah, space area just has tons of interesting enemies. So TV is evil, keep that in mind. You know, actually, I think TVs are probably evil because that's what advertised the Swampy game. So this next frog is the biggest time waster. There's another section that's going to be like this. It's just a spiral with waves of enemies coming down, and basically if you die, you start from the beginning. And this one honestly isn't even that bad. because once you get up to here, it's literally just TVs. And there we go. But the one in Space Suckers is a lot worse. Nice. So this is that was the cutscene where Swampy actually launches his commercial. Now this level, for whatever reason, double jumps are very, very picky in this level. Well, not even double jumps, but like the glide feature, which just lets you slow yourself down for a little bit. We're gonna, like right there, I tried to glide and it did not let me. But I think it might just be because this level is actually pretty big, and it's just going up and up, and everything down below is slowly but surely being de-rendered. So this is definitely a level I can improve on, just because there's a section, I guess kind of a puzzle section, just where platforms come out in a certain order, which is actually coming up right now. So this is definitely a big part where cycles help knowing what's a good cycle and what's not. So here we got to go to the fourth one and then jump, and somehow Alright, I'm going to take it easy because there. Alright, we got the frog. It's a good checkpoint. Thank goodness. But so far so good. This run is really nice. Oh, so that's another... Aw, dang it. That's another instance where you can change your momentum, and it can save your butt quite a bit. Alright, so coming up to the last frog. Oh. Dang it. It's really hard for me to notice some things because I am red-green colorblind, which was kind of saddening because I can hardly tell the difference between the yellow and the green frog. They look exactly the same to me. So this is Space Suckers. This is probably one of my favorite levels. Sadly, for whatever reason, there is an audio glitch when you don't play on Windows 95. If you play on a newer computer or whatnot, basically during these slides, your frog is supposed to make a noise. And since I'm playing on Windows 10, it does not actually make the noise. And there's actually quite a few audio glitches here. Just in, not here, but in the game in general. After you beat a level, there's supposed to be like victory music, and it will actually try and load up the music to the mine level. And oh gosh, I'm trying to remember. There's like some instances where it'll try and play the game over music. Right there. That was what I was worried about. So this is one of my favorite mechanics in this level. Basically, you have two buttons, and basically you just have to press the button that moves your frog forward. So now the cycles are off, which kind of sucks. Awesome. Alright, so now we're coming to basically the run killer. If you die once in this, like if you're on good pace, you're gonna lose a good minute. And this is what I fear. This level is the bane of my existence, because not only do you have to avoid waves of enemies, you have to make sure those aren't going to be set off. And the higher you get, the faster they go. And actually, we did pretty good. I almost did a double input and jumped off, which would have been terrible. That's the only thing I don't like about this run, is sometimes the game does not keep up with all your inputs. So this is another level that is very memorable as a child for me. This is another level that my dad had to actually beat for me because the ghosts were too scary. And actually the level after this my dad had to beat for me as well, just because for whatever reason the ghosts really scared me. Now, a little thing I gotta be careful, I can't double jump too close to the fence because it will warp me back, and that will basically set me back to the beginning of the level. Now these axe enemies, they're in this level and the next. Ah, dang it. Their cycles are really weird, especially if they are right next to each other. And it's just really picky. Wow, the same thing again. I don't know why it's throwing me the other way, but no, and that one was just me. Alright, good. We're good. Alright, so this is one I have to be very careful on. There we go. I have had it where it will actually chop me as I go into the frog, and it just won't count. So we're actually, this is actually the second to last level in the game. This is the house that Swampy lives in. I wouldn't want to live here, but I mean, you know, ouch. I mean, I guess that's what I get for making fun of someone's home. So there's a lot more axe guys, and just the cycles are really scary. Alright, so we're coming up on the spoopy scary ghost. So basically what this mechanic is basically the frog warps to set locations. It is the same every time, and basically you just have to do it while this ghost is chasing you. And, alright, look at that face. That is absolutely terrifying. Style. I always liked the sliding mechanic. But there are also, if you do end up 100%ing this game, there are 4 more characters that you can unlock. Dang it. This is another big setback. Just if something like that happens. Just kind of sucks. But there are 4 other characters. You have Wart, which is basically a toad. You have Tank, which is personally my favorite frog. He is literally a robot frog. Then you have Ruby, which is a kangaroo. I don't know why a kangaroo is in a game with frogs. Let me make sure this guy goes away. My microphone's kind of in the way. Alright, sweet. And then you can also unlock Swampy. Then you can unlock a bunch of like retro stages that just let you use a 3D model. And basically, I think there's, I want to say there's 10 retro stages. Then after that you get mini frog mode, and you get feeding frenzy, which lets you eat everything. And I should explain the story real quick. So the frog we are now is Tad, and he is one of Frogger and Lily Frog's kids, and he actually escaped from the manufacturing line because Swampy stole all the frogs because he wanted every lovely copy of Swampy the game to come with its very own frog. So he escaped, and basically he's just pressing buttons and trying to destroy the facility. Alright, this one is a little bit weird, so just give me a sec. Alright. Oh no, this is the one that's weird. Like, the cycle's just really weird on that one. That scared me. Right. But, so yeah, he's just trying to destroy the place. And that's why we play as him. But the Eat Everything mode does have one major bug. Wow. Alright, let's just take it slow. Basically on the level Grindstone, the one with all the wheels that you have to avoid, you can eat those, but it still leaves their hitbox. So basically all you do is just make it so you have to navigate basically a level with invisible objects, and it's absolutely terrible. Then you can also unlock concept art, and basically all the characters in this game form a band for whatever reason. And time is now. So 2636, that's actually a PB, which is pretty awesome. So, but I will also just really quick let you enjoy the end of this game. But yeah, so those are all the games that Froggy's made, or not Froggy. Froggy and Swampy have a baby. No, that Swampy is trying to make. And this very beautiful lava. But otherwise, this game is an incredibly fun game to run. It isn't too much to learn either, so I definitely recommend this game. And Frogger just has a really soft spot on my heart, just because it was one of the first games I ever played as a kid. So, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed the run. I just love this game, and like any good game, it's in an explosion, and sunny day, nothing could be better. So there we go. That is Frogger 2.